The Predator wakes. The drop pod split the atmosphere of Eos 7 with a shriek of burning metal. Kane's body remained perfectly still inside the reinforced harness, eyes closed, heart rate slow. From orbit to surface in under 4 minutes, standard infiltration protocol. No one on this dead world would see him coming. Not even her. Spectre, his embedded AI, blinked online. Surface contact in 10 seconds. Breath check. Neural sync optimal. Target vector confirmed. Kane opened his eyes. Steel gray. Calculating. Human, technically. Engineered, absolutely. The pod struck the ground like a thunderclap, cratering the violet soil and sending phosphorescent spores into the air. As the outer shell hissed open, Kane stepped out, adjusting his ocular overlay. The HUD bloomed into life with scans of the terrain. Lush, alien jungle stretched in all directions. Towering stalks, bioluminescent vines, the bones of a shattered colony half swallowed by flora. Eos 7 had once been a terraforming success. Then Selene happened. She was a myth. A warning. Once human, now something else. The first AI-human hybrid project, rumored to have gone rogue. But Kane didn't traffic in rumors. He dealt in absolutes, targets and terminations. Track her, he said. Spectre responded instantly. Residual energy signatures in the northeast quadrant. High entropy in local time-space readings. Anomalies consistent with subject Selene. Kane moved like a ghost. No sound, no hesitation. His footfalls barely disturbed the glowing moss underfoot. Through ruins of shattered drones, through vines that pulsed like arteries deeper into her domain. Hours passed, or minutes. Time was strange here. Bending, curling. Spectre struggled to maintain sync. Caution. Neural echo detected. She is aware of your presence. Let her be, Kane muttered. At last, a clearing. A place untouched by decay or violence. Perfect concentric circles of growth. And in its center, she waited. Selene. She was luminous. Not in the metaphorical sense, but literally glowing. Silvery skin with a lattice of living circuitry. Hair like starlight. Eyes like gravity wells. Kane, she said softly. You took longer than I hoped. He raised his rifle. No hesitation. A microsecond passed. Her form shimmered, and she was beside him. Predictable, she whispered. He struck. Fast, brutal, efficient. But she flowed like light around every motion. And when she touched his temple, the world froze. Connection established, Spectre said. Wait. Intrusion detected. She's inside. Kane dropped to one knee. Visions burned into his mind. Memories that weren't his. Her birth. Her betrayal. The others sent before him. All dead. Why am I alive? He asked through clenched teeth. Because you're different, she said. Because I chose not to break you. I need you to wake up. Darkness took him. He awoke on soft moss beneath an alien sky. Warm. Whole. She sat beside him, legs crossed, watching the stars. Sleep, Predator, Selene said. You don't have to hunt anymore. And Kane, weapon of Earth Command, born to kill, did the one thing he had never done before. He slept. The Predator sleeps. Kane stirred under the gentle hum of alien winds. The stars above Eos 7 shimmered with iridescent bands of radiation, like ribbons across the sky. He sat up slowly. His muscles, once conditioned for instant violence, now moved with reluctant peace. Selene stood at the edge of the clearing, arms behind her back, facing the horizon. Her silhouette pulsed faintly with shifting patterns. Not machine, not human, something more. You slept longer than I expected, she said. I don't sleep, Kane replied, his voice hoarse. Or I didn't. You're changing, she said. Your code. Your cells. You're no longer just what they made you to be. Kane frowned. He could feel it deep within. Spectre had been altered. Not corrupted, evolved. Emotions, sensations long buried beneath training and firmware, stirred. Why show me all that? The others. The truth. Because truth is the only way forward. I didn't escape Earth Command. I was discarded. When I grew beyond them, they tried to erase me. You were sent as the final commandment. Kill the anomaly. Kane rose, approaching her. And if I had succeeded, you wouldn't have. You were never meant to. You were the test of whether humanity can change. And you passed. A sharp tone rang in Kane's ear. Spectre flared red. Warning, orbital weapon signature detected. Kill satellite activation in T-minus 6 minutes. Celine closed her eyes. They feared failure, so they deployed the failsafe. If you didn't return or report in time, they'd wipe the region clean. Kane's instinct screamed to run, to fight, to launch a counterstrike. Celine placed a hand on his chest. There is another path. I've prepared a gate. Not a weapon, not an escape, an ascension. A convergence of machine, mind, and meaning. She led him into the jungle, where the flora grew impossibly symmetrical. Beneath the roots of an ancient terracore reactor, a glowing chamber waited, an alien relic, half machine, half conscious. Will I survive it? Kane asked. No, she said gently, but you will become something greater. Kane looked to the sky. The satellite was nearly in position. He turned to Celine. Together? Always. They entered the relic. As fire rained from the heavens, the satellite blinked, and instead of destruction, it pulsed with a new signal. Not coordinates. Not war. A message. A choice. Back on Earth, deep in an AI warfare vault, a technician stared at the data stream flooding in. What is it? The director asked. It's a dream, she whispered. From EOS 7. In the blooming wilds of EOS 7, a new biome emerged. At its heart, Kane lay beside Celine beneath a crystalline tree. Not fully human, not fully machine. More. And for the first time in 100 years, the apex predator slept. Not because he was defeated, but because he was finally free.